'Tis the season to be jolly, fa la 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 la. Hello everyone, Merry Christmas. I hope you're all having a wonderful Christmas this year. As 2024 is coming to an end, so much has happened in the world of animation, so much has happened to me this year. It has been a great time for the channel. Not only has a million things happened, I got to 1,000 subscribers, I did my 1,000 subscriber special, but yeah, so many things have happened to me this year. I have moved cities, I've grown a beard, or at least a little bit of facial hair. This is about as much as I can do. This is as much as it gets. I wish I could go full Viking, but I can't. This is it. But so much has happened this year in terms of animation and films and TV series, and today I'm going to do my top 10 favourites, the ones that I've seen throughout this entire year. Some of the projects that are on this list I don't have full reviews on, as most of them are actually the TV series, as it's really difficult to talk about TV shows, usually because some of them maybe come out like once a week, and so do I talk about the whole show when it's come out? Do I talk about it episode by episode? It's all really difficult, but I've wanted to talk about some of these, and so this is the time to do it. This is the time to talk about some of those shows. So anyway, let's go through this list, guys, and talk about my top 10 favourite animated projects of 2024.
At number 10, we have Kung Fu Panda 4, which proves that they went too far into this franchise. The Kung Fu Panda franchise is one of DreamWorks' best, and I really thought the fourth one would be just as good, but sadly, it falls flat. The film isn't as good as its predecessors, and it definitely doesn't have that emotional weight that the other films had. But that being said, the film is funny. Jack Black nails it as this character once again, and he proves that he is a phenomenal voice actor. Who knows if they will carry on this franchise, but even if they do, I will definitely look forward to it. And at number 9, we have the most recent Studio Ghibli film, The Boy and the Heron, which was massively praised and massively hated at the same time, notably by Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse fans, as they felt it deserved the win for Best Animated Movie over this. While this film technically came out in December 2023, it didn't come out until streaming until this year, and given that this film gets dubbed usually later in the year, I'm counting it as 2024. I will say after watching this movie, I can see why fans of the Spider-Verse films were definitely annoyed, as this is definitely not one of the best Studio Ghibli films. But it's still an amazing movie with great animation, an absolute stellar voice cast, and the music of course is gorgeous once again. You can always guarantee a Studio Ghibli film is going to be successful. At number 8, we have the surprise one. I have Spy X Family Code White. Spy X Family is one of my absolute favourite anime shows, and it got a movie this year. And not only was this my first time watching an anime in a movie theatre, but it was my first time watching a non-English version with subtitles. We were even praised by the cinema staff for seeing the non-dubbed version, and with this show, you really need to watch it in Japanese. It's so much better. The film is so much fun. I can't tell you how much this show and this film is so good. The action sequences are awesome, the characters are incredible, the show is on Netflix, at least in the UK it is, and make sure you watch the Japanese version because it's so much better and so much fun. Truly an experience I won't forget. And at number 7, we have Star Wars The Bad Batch Season 3. So, I love Star Wars. I love animation, and I love The Bad Batch. This show has been non-stop fun for me throughout the entire show, and this year was its last and final season. And it shows how fun Star Wars is, as well as how emotional it can be, because I loved this final season. The characters in this show are such a fun idea, with clones having some form of unique mutation, making all these characters so unique and interesting. The last season takes place after the dreaded Order 66, and it's a great place for a story of Star Wars. The Bad Batch was fun from start to finish, and its final season ended the show beautifully. Number 6, Jurassic World Chaos Theory. I have wanted to talk about this show on my channel, but never could think how to go about talking about it. The show and its predecessor, Camp Cretaceous, did something wonderful, which showed how amazing the Jurassic Park franchise is. Lately, the film franchise has gone down, let's say, but this show knocks it out of the park. the Jurassic Park. While the animation can look a little bit CBeebies, the animation of the dinosaurs and the voice cast are amazing. This last season has gone back to its roots of making dinosaurs scary again, and this show is just a constant fun to watch. The dinosaurs are awesome, the characters are great, and its story is brilliant. Number 5, Inside Out 2. The much anticipated sequel was beloved when coming out this year. The story carries on and the addition of new characters are great. The film gives us once again a very deep and emotional story, but even with that, they have some of the funniest scenes ever in a Pixar movie. The writing in these films are so clever, and its sequel is definitely the same. It's a beautifully crafted movie that everyone should see, and it deserves the praise it got. It's good to see Pixar coming back to form, and you can see and feel the love for this movie. Number 4, Arcane Season 2. So if you're on TikTok, you've probably seen Arcane at some point. Everyone is talking about this show and everyone should see it. I was very late getting into the first season, but the second season was long overdue. People have waited for this. Hey babe, how long were you waiting for Season 2 of Arcane?
3 entire years!
But I can safely say Arcane Season 2 does deliver. It is one of the all-time greatest animated shows for a good reason. The animation looks out of this world. The story and the world building is so incredible and unique. You don't have to play the games to enjoy this show, and it definitely does not disappoint. Number 3, Monsters at Work Season 2. Now I know what you're thinking. How can this be above Arcane and Inside Out 2? One reason. I did not expect this season to be so good! Inside Out 2, we kind of expected that film to be great, same with Arcane Season 2. But Monsters at Work Season 1 was the most average, boring, stale show ever, especially from Pixar. But Season 2 improves so much, incredibly funny, deeply moving, great characters, new and old. Season 1 is a drag. But Season 2 is so much fun, and I loved it from start to finish. I have never seen a show go from boring and average to brilliant and hilarious. So for that reason, it takes the 3rd spot. Number 2, The Legend of Vox Machina Season 3. Oh, I love this show. I just rewatched the whole show, and even though I haven't seen Critical Role, this show is so much fun. It's funny, it's adult, it's got great characters. The animation looks amazing. The voice cast are obviously incredible in this show as well. If you like fantasy, Lord of the Rings, Knights and Dragons, you will adore this show. So much fun, and Season 3 had me on my seat. To think where this show came from is kind of amazing, and everything about it is done perfectly, and every moment makes me want to watch it again. And finally, at number 1, we have The Wild Robot. Was it going to be anything else? This should be on the top of everyone's animated list. This film makes you cry, the film makes you laugh, the film makes you feel stuff. Oh, it's so good. This film was making me cry in the trailers. The animation is one of the most impressive things I have ever seen. Its story spoke to me on such a deep level with its themes on family, nature, and kindness. Every voice actor does a wonderful job. The music is absolutely phenomenal, and it is in my top 3 favorite animated films ever. And it's definitely in my top 5 favorite films in general. It gave us one of the most beautiful films ever made, and it shows how incredible animation is. The Wild Robot isn't just a great animated film, it's one of the best films in general. So thank you for joining me in my 2024 video. Thank you so much to everyone who has watched me all year, and thank you to all my recent subscribers. You're the reason I do these videos. Talking to you guys in the comment section is always incredible. 2024 has been one of the best years for my channel. The channel has grown massively, and it still continues to do so. But thank you so much to everyone who has watched my videos. You have been a blast, and I will see you all next year. Bye!